It's Confession Wednesday, Chantel.
Yep, if you got some guilt, a surprise, a secret, anything weighing on your mind, but you want to remain anonymous, today's the day to spill the tea. I don't know what it is about kids and activities or kids and sports.
Yeah.
But I have to confess, like when I watch my kids do an activity or a sport and they're not actively participating, there is nothing that will make my blood boil quicker.
100%.
Why is that?
I have no clue.
It's just like nobody wants the kid that's like goofing off. And it's like I have two of them. And I do a good job. Like my kids are well behaved for the most part. They're respectful. Like last night, no kid wanted to be Boone's partner.
Oh.
And I'm like, dude, no one wants to be your partner because you are running around, not paying attention. Ugh, it's just like I get so angry. I need therapy over this.
Let's talk about that.
Just get so internally frustrated.
Mine has to do with children too, in a different way. For Confession Wednesday, I've said this before, but I am becoming a softie. Chantel, movies make me cry these days in a way that they never did before. Ella just turned 10. And she was reading Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret.
Oh, yeah, in the movie.
And the movie came out. So I'm like, hey, finish the book, and then we'll all watch the movie together.
Right.
So we watched the movie together last night. At the end,
that movie,
I was bawling.
It's so good.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was so good. And
underrated.
Yeah, we didn't really hear any buzz about it. It was at Sundance, last year or 2 years ago or something like that. But I loved the movie. I thought it was a perfect family movie. It was a perfect coming-of-age film.
Is it Jennifer Garner?
No, it's
Rachel McAdams.
She's great as mom.
Great as a mom.
But at the end, when she finally, experiences womanhood, and I think because I'm sitting there next to my daughter who's 10 years old. Yes. And I was just like,
I know. It's amazing.
Liam walks down the stairs and he's like, what's wrong with you? I'm like wiping tears away from my eyes.
It's just so beautiful.
Yes. I don't know what's happening to me.
It's so funny. You're like a real dad.
I'm in it.
You're coming into
oh my gosh,
teenage daughter dadhood.
Yeah, that's true. All right, Confession Wednesday. What's going on with you? We opened up. Now it's your turn. This text says, I'm falling in love with my best friend. When we first met, I didn't think of her in a romantic, sexual way or in any type of way. But now I started to love the person for who she is. The problem is she wants nothing to do with me.
So hard.
Remember, we had that stay or go call a few weeks ago where the one friend wanted to date him and he's like, I'm just not into her that way. And like there was that whole, it's hard because you love your friendship, but if you're not there on those other levels, I don't know. I don't know what you do. This says, I am so stressed with my coworker who's directing a musical. I'm the sound technician for a show. She's really pressuring me to get a total of 14 mics onto 20 different characters. And she blames me for one mic pack breaking. It was her idea to get them to put them on in the dressing room. How do I tell her to let me do my job? A lot of exclamation points.
You just say, let me do my job, lady, person.
You direct, I'll do sound. We'll be fine.
Right.
That's how you say it.
You do at some point have to say, like, this is my job for a reason. That's your job. It is what it is.
Oh, interesting. I would love to know what other teachers have to say about this confession. I let my students cheat if it's done in a smart way. They just don't know I know. In the real world, you have access to tools, support, research, Google. I want them to learn to use things wisely to do a good job instead of failing and not caring.
I don't disagree with this teaching method.
I don't know. I feel like if you're going to be open to it, be like, hey, use whatever means necessary. But if you're asking students not to, or if that's like the honor code, then what are we teaching our kids?
Yeah.
Like not to follow rules? I don't know. I don't know if I love it. Maybe I'm wrong. Teachers, tell me. This says, I'm trying to find a new way to tell my new boss to shut up. He talked nonstop to a new employee yesterday for 7 hours straight.
Oh, no.
Confession Wednesday. My confession is that I realized the other day that I've been acting super arrogant lately to overcompensate for the fact that I have felt insecure about myself. I'm going to fix that so I can feel more like me again. That's cool that you can at least see that and acknowledge. Most people don't see that.
Nope.
They don't even understand something like that. All right, I have a confession that just came in that's like 4 paragraphs long, so I want to read it real quick to make sure it's appropriate. I found out my wife of 12 years was having an affair in October. Originally, I was really pissed, but our marriage has been really bad for years and loveless. I started messing with her to make her think I may know, but ultimately playing it off that I don't, just to cause her a bit of stress. She actually treats me better now. Maybe because of the guilt, our love life has become more regular. We have 2 kids under 10, and I don't want to rock the boat until after Christmas. At this point, I realize that I don't really care about the affair because we're not in love anymore anyway. So now I'm not saying anything, and I'm just gathering evidence for it. I hated the control she had over me, and now I just do whatever I want besides having an affair myself. I enjoy having this as a trump card to play if needed, but for now I'm just letting it happen. Oddly enough, there's far less tension in our house, and I focus on making sure my kids are having a great life. It's a weird situation that no one else knows about, but I have made my peace.
First, on the affair thing, Utah's a no-fault state, so it doesn't even matter. You can't...
Oh, with the evidence?
Yeah, congratulations, they're cheating. Like, they are not going to get any... They're not even going to get a slap on the wrist. That sucks. That just sucks.
It just sucks.
I couldn't just sit there and let it happen.
I could never find... I know. If you can find your peace in that, I couldn't.
I just feel like you do you, but to me,
yeah,
burn it down!
I hope it helps you just telling someone since no one else knows your secret. Like, I hope you got it off there. I don't know.
Get your affairs in order.
Yeah, at least you can plan it out ahead of time.
Yeah.
If there's anything. All right. Pivot.